Earlier today I was browsing the Terraria subreddit and I came across a post where someone was fighting Queen Bee. Queen Bee was only at like maybe a few health points left and she collided with a man-eater enemy and instantly died. And a lot of people were quite surprised by that because they've never seen two enemies kill each other. And DMY76 here says, I just found out on the wiki, but still, thanks for the explanation. Now some of us just have that little bit more knowledge about the game. Queen Bee is part of the same enemy group as bees spawn from beehives and mining hive blocks, and will damage and take damage from other enemies. Queen Bee will only actively target the player, however. And I'm Phantomic said, so you could theoretically get the Dungeon Guardian to kill Queen Bee. Now this was something that I wanted to find out for myself, so I hopped into a journey mode world, specifically a journey mode version of the Not the Bees seed, so we can get an easy access to Queen Bee spawns, and wanted to test it out for myself. So we find our dungeon, and then we decide to look for a Queen Bee larvae to spawn Queen Bee. So we break the larvae and summon Queen Bee. Now all we've got to do is bring it down to the dungeon and we can test our experiment. We've got to get below ground so that Dungeon Guardian spawns, and we'll see what happens. And there we go! Queen Bee does actually take damage from Dungeon Guardians. So now we know what happens if these two were to fight.